shows every Sunday.
Random Ramblings with Rob.
Here we go.
What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. If you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you oh so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, go ahead and give that person a crisp high five. But if you're being socially cautious and you don't want to get too close and make skin-to-skin contact, unless you're getting freaky time and everything, go ahead and pick up your social media app of choice and send that person that recommended you to me a well-crafted DM and tell them thank you. Also, speaking of social media, you can find the Random Ramblings with Rob on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at the 3R Show, and freaking wherever else and stuff. If I forgot anything, I'm not on point with my spiel right now. But you can find anything and everything pertaining to the Random Ramblings with Rob on randomrob.com. Yes, randomrob.com, to where you can find many different ways to help support the show and help it grow. Also, if you love some professional wrestling talk, I do a live show once a week on Wednesday, right after AEW Dynamite. So that's probably about 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. You can listen to me, Paul, I almost forgot my co-host, Cody, and Noah, as we talk all the things professional wrestling on RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. Find it on all the social media platforms if you want to give it a ear hole listen. And don't forget the sponsor for this show, Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You can go to hooksrub.com and get you a discount of 15% on your order when you use promo code RANDOM. Get some of this amazing rub and spices for your delicacies that you will be putting in your mouth hole and pooping out your butthole. Damn, that's not a good plug for a food sponsor, right? Anyway, I know this episode is out kind of late, but it doesn't matter, because if you don't listen to it upon release, it's all late to you anyway. But I was super busy Sunday. I had a 7.5 day work week. So when I get home from those long stints of work, I ain't trying to get in the house and do too much of nothing. Also, I have additional responsibilities, as I mentioned just a moment ago, about RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. It's another show that I'm a part of. I am a co-host. So we have obligations that we have to fulfill once weekly for the Patreon. You get some revenue coming into the house or whatever. So we had to create exclusive content for the Patreon audience. And that's what we did Sunday. So I got in off work Sunday night. We came in here. We recorded an episode for Patreon. And then once that was over, I could have came in here. Well, I could have stayed in here and recorded a couple more minutes for the 3R show. But man, I was pooped. Plus, I had to turn around and get up early this morning so I can complete the half day of my 7.5 day work week and everything. So yeah, it's been busy on all ends, and I'm not too entirely upset about that, but it is what it is. We're going to persevere, we're going to push forward, and we're going to get through all this malarkey. Also, earlier this week, I got an opportunity to chop it up with the homeboy Delvin Cox from the Delvin Cox Experience. We hang with the homie Delvin and just do the things that we do. We just kick a whole bunch of shenanigans. He has a wonderful segment on his show called the 5 for 5 or whatever, the 4 for 4, like at Wendy's. But basically he asks his guests 5 questions and, just to get their answers and reactions and whatnot. And we went on a tangent. Well, specifically me, because he asked me the question, and then instead of answering the question, I thought about other things and went other directions with it, because I am Rob and I am random. So that's how those things work out sometime. But we had a good old time. I recommend anybody that is looking for a new podcast to put inside of their ear holes, besides RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. look up the Delvin Cox Experience. And plus, if you go down to the freaking rabbit hole that is Delvin Cox, he has a plethora of different podcasts, different genres and everything that he does. So not only do you get the Delvin Cox Experience, you get the Delvin Cox Experience. And if you're a lady, you can probably get the Delvin Cock Experience. I don't know why I went there, but I did. I'm putting this penis over, not over me, but over one of you lovely young ladies that happen to come across Delvin down there in Miami. So, yeah. And then this week I'm prepping because there's big things going on. So this week, hopefully I have 2 interviews lined up. 2 are both very highly talented professional wrestlers that I will have on the podcast. And this weekend in Dallas, Texas, February 12th, it's a group effort. I'm saying we, but I personally will be on my second commentary gig for professional wrestling. It's going to be Black on All 4 Sides, the name of the show card. And it's going to be at 2323 Crown Road in Dallas, Texas. So I got the call, Somebody heard my commentary on the new Texas Pro, the Lone Star 2 show that I subbed in for. They were asking for black commentators because this is an all-black event. All black competitors is black owned, So they were looking for 3 black commentators for this show. Somebody heard my commentary on the new Texas Pro show, and they threw my name out there. And I am so honored and privileged to be doing something like this. We're going to travel to Dallas this weekend. I decided to take my wife and the wee one with me. And I don't know what they're going to do while I'm at the wrestling show doing commentary. I don't know if they're going to hang out in the hotel or if they're going to come to the show. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I know I'll be there, and I will be there with my commentary brethren and sisterin. So I got that going on for me this weekend. And I'm highly excited. The female commentator, co-partner, anchor lady that I'm going to be working with, and I keep saying it like that because her name is escaping me right now, but she said she's bringing Jello shots, so we'll probably be all fucked up on commentary, outside of being fucked up on commentary as is, because I am not a professional. I've been doing this medium of audio presentation, or audio broadcasting, or whatever you have it, for over 6 years. So, yeah, you think it would give me the confidence and somewhat of the skill to pull off something like pro wrestling commentary. I've been watching professional wrestling just about as long as I can remember, so I can identify moves and certain sequences and everything. So it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. I don't know why my voice cracked like that, but it did. And yeah, I'm just excited. Plus, we're going to Dallas. I haven't been to Dallas in quite some time. I might stop by one or both of my brother's houses or whatnot, or I might just get in, get out, go hang with the fam on Sunday, and we turn right back around and come back to Houston. So I don't know. I'm just playing it all by ear, but I know for sure I will be at the Black on 4 Sides event in Dallas, Texas, 2323 Crown Road, and I'll be there doing shit, doing things. I'm running things. WrestleMania is rapidly approaching, and I have a place to stay there in Dallas, but I'm just kind of excited to see what unfolds as far as the independent wrestling events that are be coming to the Dallas and Arlington area for WrestleMania weekend. I'm not so much interested in going to WrestleMania this year. I'm just more focused on the more independent events because honestly, the independent scene is jumping right now, So I'm just excited to see people that I've actually made connections with in the independent scene and go out to support them in all that rot. But yeah, so big things popping for the 3R show. Big things popping for RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. We got some things in the work over there as well. We're trying to add some new elements to the show and everything outside of the normal Wednesday night podcast format. So that's just a lot of brainstorming between myself, Noah, Cody, and Paul. And it's all good, baby. I'm looking to probably jump on the RBR Wrestling Twitch stream a little bit later. And just hanging out, relaxing. Since I had 7.5 days straight of continuous work, I have 6 days of leisure now. Or maybe less, because, you know, the wife going to probably want me to go do things. The kid probably going to want to hang out and go do some things. So, you know, it's not going to be all relaxation, but it'll be fun. It'll be great. It'll be good. I thank you to everyone. A big thank you to everyone that listens to the show, retweets, interacts with it. Thank you to everyone that has been reaching out to me behind the scenes, you know, off the air, and just giving me that boost of confidence and the support that I need to, I guess, get me to the next place in my career and in life and whatnot. You are all sincerely appreciated. And yeah, so my main thing for 3R show is longevity, of course. And I know I can just come in here and chat with y'all and do these 10, but I know you crave more. For 5 to 6 years, for 6 years, I've been having a continuous stream of guests, and, you know, life changes and whatnot. My personal life and my freaking work life has been changing drastically and everything, for the worse and for the better, and just up and down with family shit. So the podcast unfortunately has to suffer, because my family and my job and everything outside of this takes priority. So if something comes up on the other end, I'm gonna have to push the podcast back, or, you know, move some things around. I would always try to fit it in, but, you know, those other things are priority to me. So if you've been wondering why I haven't been having guests in a while, I know I've said it why many a times before, but if you're just tuning in for the first time, that's why. Or coming back after a long break or something, that's why I haven't really been having too many guests. And, you know, because your boy be tired. Back and forth, up early, up late, just doing all kinds of things. But that's pretty much it. I thank you for listening to the Random Rambles with Rob podcast. And once again, you can find me on Twitter at 3R Show. You can find me on Instagram at The 3R Show. And you can hear me once weekly live, Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, on Mixlr.com/fanoff if you want to listen live, or just come in the next day on any podcasting platform to where you can listen to it at your leisure. That's all I got. Hey, and I'll see you next time.